everybody?
Alright, now the microphone's on.
Oh. Hi, everybody!
Hello! Welcome to Two Scoops, the Mostly Magic podcast, in which we mostly talk about magic.
Yep.
Mostly.
I did not suddenly go Muslim. I'm having a bad hair day.
Nobody was thinking that, but I guess thank you for clarifying for the Iron Belt. So, of course, as you all know, Two Scoops is brought to you by a variety of sponsors. Our first sponsor this week
Yep.
is Meld. Get to know your friends incredibly well with Meld.
Melds are fun. Or so Spock is always telling me.
Those are mind melds. Those are very different. And the Asari ones totally blow the Vulcan ones out of the water. Also brought to you...
my fandom, that's my fandom.
I also own every Mass Effect game. You can't claim the entire franchise.
Can't I?
No. Also brought to you by Rocky Road. What our friendship is right now. No. Rocky Road for when you go, should I? No, I've been good. I'll be good. And then you decide not to be good. Because what's worse than chocolate ice cream? Let's add peanuts and marshmallows to that. And of course...
I mean, peanuts are healthy.
In moderation. And I guess Snoopy's good for the soul. Also brought to you by viewers like you at patreon.com/AlchPlaysGames.
Yay!
Go and hit that up. You can help support the show. We appreciate it.
Yes.
And that allows us to do more fun things in the future, including more streaming.
Yeah.
So, normally... I'm going to turn on the recognizer. We will do one normal thing first.
Yeah.
So, this week, we will not be doing non-magic news. We will be doing a little bit of magic news.
Yes.
But we won't be doing non-magic news because today the majority of the content is non-magic.
Mm-hmm.
But our Crack-A-Pack is still magic because we do not have a way to make a pack of Eternal, and I didn't buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So, what do we got this week?
We have Iconic Masters, brought to you by Skippy.
Our good friend Skippy the Wonder Chicken.
Yep.
Hitting us up with them good cards.
Them good boys.
And, sadly, the card recognizer, last I checked, is still not functional and automatic, so I have to do this manually as Red pulls out cards.
Sorry.
So you have to give me a moment as I grab each card.
Okay. Didn't mean to rip the package. Okay,
That's fine. We're throwing the package away.
Alright, the first one we have is Repeal.
Keep going.
It's an instant. Return target...
Hello, Flute Moon.
Hi, Flute Moon! I know Flute Moon! Hi.
Repeal.
It's an instant. Return target non-land permanent with converted mana cost X to its owner's hand. Draw a card.
That's not a bad cantrip.
No, it's not.
That's pretty... It's not as useful as Disperse.
Yeah.
But it's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, if you're sitting on a ton of mana and you really want something to go away.
Yeah. That's when it's very helpful.
Yeah. Kiln Fiend.
Ooh, okay, well, explain the Kiln Fiend.
1 and a red.
Uh-huh.
It's an elemental beast creature. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Kiln Fiend gets +3/+0 until end of turn. It's a 1/2.
Not bad.
Yep. It looks really cool. It looks like a hellhound.
Yeah, it's like a Hellcat. I like it.
Yeah, I think it's cool. Student of Ojutai. It's a 2/4 for 3 and white. It's a human monk creature. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you gain 2 life.
Which
is nice.
Considering Ojutai's in red and blue as well as white...
Yeah.
No, that's not true. Ojutai's white-blue, but blue is a lot and not creature.
This is
so,
true.
might as well.
Yeah. Wild Size.
You make my heart seize.
I know, right?
Wait,
I like
no.
how we both just went there. It's 2 and a green. It's an instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains trample until end of turn. Draw a card.
So, weaker than Giant Growth.
Yeah.
But you get trample out of the deal.
Which is
and
nice.
you get to draw a card.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's good. It just... I would have to already be in green.
Yeah.
I'm not splashing green for that.
Okay, Virulent Swipe. It's an instant for 1 black. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains Death Touch until end of turn.
The rebound makes it a little bit more
And
worth
rebound. If you cast this spell from your hand, exile it as it resolves. At the beginning of your next upkeep, you may cast this card from exile without paying its mana cost.
So you gotta cast it twice.
Yep. Which is nice.
That's fun.
Yeah. Mind Stone, which this looks so trippy. The art for it just kind of looks like
Look at the brain stick. Look at it.
It kind of looks like something you see out of Star Trek.
It does.
Right? So for 2, it's an artifact. Tap, add colorless to your mana pool. For 1, you can tap it for sacrifice Mind Stone, draw a card.
Joyra, stop getting poetic with these. God.
Okay. Radiant Fountain, which is a land. When Radiant Fountain enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life. Tap, add colorless to your mana pool. I want this.
It's not bad.
I want
Especially
it.
if you're playing colorless.
Yeah.
Well, that goes into the crack cube, so no.
Aww.
But our news is related to cubes.
Yep.
So that's helpful.
Dirkwood Baloth.
Oh, I like Baloths.
Yeah. 4 and a green for a 5/5. He's a beast. Suspend for 5, green. Rather than cast this card from your hand, you may pay green
DU.
and exile it with 5 time counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a time counter. When the last is removed, cast it without paying its mana cost. It has haste.
Yeah, you see, that's kind of fun, because you could wait till you have 6 mana.
Yeah.
Or you can cast it for 1, but it's like, in 5 turns, you're going down.
Yeah.
And also, thank you, Flute Moon, for the follow.
Yay!
Very much appreciated.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, and what's our next card?
Duress.
I love Duress. I prefer the Ixalan art.
Yeah, I don't like the needles in the vase.
I will say, with the needles art,
Yeah.
which is what we have here.
Yeah.
1 second, I just realized that the Recognizer, work with me here. Damn it.
There it goes.
There it is. It was a little too far to the left. But no, like, the needles art,
Yeah.
I think should be abandoned.
Yeah.
Because lately they've been trying to reattribute what's going on here to a character other than Liliana, because she's good now.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, if you want to not use Liliana torturing somebody, switch to the new art
Yeah.
of a dude in a boat.
Yeah. 'Cause-
He's clearly under duress.
Yeah.
He's been drinking salt water and eating seagulls for 4 days.
And then that was that one time the shark just came out and...
That was my lunch, damn it. No, mind you, also, this art, though, is the ultimate game of, I'm not touching you.
It really is.
I'm not touching you. This is worse. Just stab me already.
Frostlinks.
Oh, I love Frostlinks.
Yeah. Which is a 2/2 for 2 and a blue. It's an elemental cat creature. When
More kitties.
Yep. When Frostlinks enters the battlefield, tap target creature an opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step.
I want a new card that's just Frog Link. Link this card to another frog.
You're a jerk.
Okay.
He does this anytime I slur.
Listen, you.
Great Teacher's Decree. Which, I love that it's a feathery dragon.
Yes, that is the teacher. It's one of the Ojutai brood.
Yeah.
Ojutai broods are all feather dragons. They're beautiful.
It's very pretty.
And yes, pastel grunge wrecker. That duress does look like Clive Barker attempting acupuncture.
Yeah. Okay, so it's 3 and white. For creatures you control, get +2/+1 until end of turn.
Not bad.
With rebound.
Yeah.
Which is always fun.
That's fun.
Yeah. Ooh. Haunting Hymn. For 4 and a black. It's an instant.
It's just people singing Hallelujah really, really slow.
Target player. I got some picture okay, where was I? For 4 and a black, target player discards 2 cards. If you cast this spell during your main phase, that player discards 4 cards instead.
So treat it like a sorcery, and it's even better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boros Garrison. Boros Garrison is a land. It's a red-white land. Boros Garrison enters the battlefield tapped. When Boros Garrison enters the battlefield, return a land you control to its owner's hand.
Yes.
Yes. And you can tap it for red-white.
In the chat, Pastel Grundrecker, distant all-star by Schmouth in the key of Jesus.
Oh, that's a hallucination, GM. Ooh. Okay, next one.
Mm-hmm. Is this our rare?
Anger of the Gods. For 1 and a red, it's sorcery. Anger of the Gods deals 3 damage to each creature. If a creature dealt damage this way would die this turn, exile it instead.
So...
Fuck all these creatures in particular.
Like, this is Magma Jet on everyone and stronger.
Yeah.
I can get behind that.
I like it.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, I like it. That is a really good...
And we have a foil.
Ooh!
There's always a foil in a Master's Pack.
Yeah.
Illusory?
Illusory Angel. It's a 4/4 for 2 and a blue. It's an angel illusion creature. Now, this begs the question, is it an angel of illusion, or is it an illusion of an angel?
Typically, if it's an illusion creature, it is an illusion of the other type.
Okay.
Somebody said, I need a fake angel real fast. And instead of just going, here, honey, put on these wings and crack a glow stick over her, they use magic.
Okay. Flying, cast Illusory Angel only if you've cast another spell this turn.
So, like, she's a strictly worse Sarah Angel.
Yeah.
But, on the other hand, you could theoretically get her out a turn earlier.
Yeah.
And just screw with somebody, which is fun. Alright, so that's
Anger of the Gods looks like something out of Greek mytho. Yeah, it does.
It's from Theros.
Yep.
So that is exactly what it's referencing.
And her token is a Djinn monk. Or Djinn monk. Djinn.
He
monk.
needs some tonic. Like the traditional drink, a monk and tonic. It's made with monk fruit. Moving on. So, a couple of things from in there that I was noticing. First off, out of that pack, what would you pick?
Out of this?
Yeah.
Anger of the Gods.
Anger of the Gods would be your first pick?
Yeah.
I would, you know what? I would actually go with the Haunting Hymn.
Yeah?
Even though I'm not the best at playing black,
black's normally my thing.
Right, but I could see that splashing really well into a deck.
Yeah.
And some people will say, it's got 2 symbols, it's not a splash. Well, if I only had 4 fingers, it'd still be a fist. So, totally counts. You could be 1 off. Anyway, so you might notice I'm playing with something. This is what our news is today. Cubamajigs are out in the wild.
Yay!
Now, what is a cubamajig? Which is a question that Red asked me earlier.
Yes, because I don't know. I haven't been paying attention. I've been too busy playing Stardew Valley and Eternal.
So, that's related to the next part.
Yes.
But, back in June? I think June or May.
Yeah.
I backed a Kickstarter.
You can only sing Haunting Hymn if you sing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, but you have to do it in a minor key, and it just screws with people.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is a Cubamajig. It is an itty-bitty box.
It is an itty-bitty box.
Now, this itty-bitty box is able to comfortably hold 15 double-sleeve cards.
Damn! So it's like, for your side deck.
It can be used for your side deck, yes. But its main use is in a cube. So no more is there deal out 15 to each person 3 times and put them in little white envelopes. I can go, here, Red, some of these have little green things on them. That's because I'm waiting for some cards in the mail. I can go, here, dang it, I keep pulling out the ones with green. I can go, here, Red, these, are your packs. We're drafting. We're not actually drafting right now. That's later this week.
I was very concerned. I was like, this was not what I was told this was going to be about.
And also, I love the art. Like, for example, here's a little royal Spanish Chihuahua.
I like this one. It looks like Maleficent.
Or, for complete... That is Maleficent.
Seriously?
But no, it's not, because that would be copyright.
Yeah.
That's, Bad Fairy Queen. So, for comparison, these go from Doggo to Disney to Cthulhu.
Why is it always Cthulhu?
Well, because they came in packs of 15.
The Chihuahua one is for when you Yokira kicking ass.
Actually, you know what? I don't even know what are in these because I randomly put these out.
Yeah.
Let's do, real quick, and see how much kick-ass this has. Let's see what its rare and its uncommons are.
Okay.
And we're going to screw this over for whoever ends up getting this in draft.
Go, kiddo.
So let's hear. We have Sky Snare Spider, a 6/6 spider with vigilance and reach.
Why don't I do this so you can put it on the reader?
Because I would have to go into like 4 different
okay.
things. A Tarka Monument, which is a artifact that turns into a dragon. Aerial Engineer, which if you control an artifact such as this monument, it has flying. And Tadeb the Harvester, also known as the Fuck You Dragon.
Why is it the fuck you, dragon?
So he's a 6/6 with flying for 3, a green, a white, and a black. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, you may pay 2 and a black. If you do, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control.
Is this the one that Mikella has been freaking out about that she put in her deck and that I...
Oh no, I took this out of her deck. This is one
God.
she threw out of it because it wasn't strong enough.
I am afraid of her deck now. Like, I was always afraid of it, but now I am actively coming up with reasons why I can't play against her.
So, with this cube that I've put together, I modified my old cube. The old list is up on... That's for Movie to Horde. You'll be on her team.
Yeah.
The old list is up on
her.
Tapped Out. This is a modified version of that list, so that every pack has in it 10 commons, 3 uncommons, a rare, and a land, just like you're opening a real booster.
Yeah.
This is curated. So, we're going to put that to the side. And of course, we have enough Cubamajigs that the Crack-A-Cube will also be Cubamajigged.
Yay.
So that'll be fun. Also, look at this cool dragon.
It's a cool dragon.
Oh, now I also have rainbow packs. They're not, like, they together make a rainbow.
I'm sorry you said that. My brain immediately went to Rainbow Dash, and I don't know why.
No, I have no packs with Rainbow Dash. I do have some with the fluffiest of kitties.
Aw, kitty.
So I picked a couple because I knew Mikella would want them. I picked out puppies, kitties, and dragons.
Good, that's how this works, Flute Man. You watch us, and then you want to play.
You know what? That's what we do, and one of my other jobs is teaching people how to play. We will be having some basics. I work hard at it.
Oh wait, frick, no, that's the basis of Yu-Gi-Oh, I think. Who does the dishes?
Oh, yes. No, the way we decide who does the dishes is their name Mikella. No.
It's so mean, I do the dishes sometimes!
I know, and I do them too sometimes, I'm teasing. I normally make them, though, because I cook.
Yes.
I hope I cook well enough that that makes up for it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, our main detail tonight
Yeah.
is Eternal.
Yes.
And specifically, where it's different from Magic,
Yes.
how we're liking it.
Yes.
So where should we start, Red? This was your topic.
Okay, well, let's talk about how it's different from Magic.
Okay.
Okay, so in Magic you have, Wubberg, which is white, blue... My brain just automatically just shut down.
Magic has Wubberg, which is white, blue, black, red, green.
Yeah.
The other game I normally compare Magic to is Force of Will, which has Rugby.
Yeah.
Which is red, blue, green, black, yellow.
Yeah.
And Eternal has Fidget Piss. Which is Fire, Justice, Time, Primal, and Shadow.
Yeah.
Which I realize...
Which thematically is great, but when you say when you try to create an acronym for it, it doesn't really work.
It's Fidget Piss.
Yeah.
It's actually organized in rainbow order.
Yeah.
So it's red, yellow, green, blue, purple. But Fidget Piss is a lot more fun to say.
Okay. But thematically, I kind of like it better than Magic, I think, because instead of it being like, you know, black is power, blah, blah, blah. You have red is fire because, yeah. And then you have green, which is justice, which, okay. And then time is magic and somehow gets associated with the dinosaurs, which is great.
Well, because it's time.
Yeah, it just makes sense. Like, I like how... Because the thing is with blue and with... Because there's so much, like, crossover with the colors in Magic that I sometimes get confused. Because I'm like, wait, I thought blue was for flying. Why are there suddenly flyers in white? And then...
Well, white was for flying, too.
I know, and things, like, change up. But What I like about Eternal is that there's a little less crossover if you're gonna play black than you have like a set. So it's not like there's more. I just like that there's a little bit more structure, and I think that's probably because it's still fairly new.
It's because it's younger.
Yeah.
And it is built on Magic's shoulders.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned thematics.
Yes.
I do like that they recombined the thematic elements that Magic uses.
Yes.
And mixed them around. For example, they took the earth out of red.
Yeah.
Turned it into sand. And took the time out of blue. With all the counter spells and some of the flyers, but not all of them. And then thought, well, this is time. It's literally the sands of time is gold.
Yeah. Which I like. I love time. Time is a fun mechanic.
And I've noticed that time typically functions on 4 creature types.
Yeah.
Archaeologists.
Yeah.
Statues. Or golems, but they're statues.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs. And machines. So a lot of time is thematically desert stuff, like we're going to find ancient stuff out in the desert.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while, this crazy ancient artifact that's going to go nuts.
Yeah. Well, they're called, okay, so you have, sentinels.
Yeah.
And then you also have, I think they're called, I want to say, like, relics or something. They're basically angels. But instead of angels, they're more like demigods and spirits. And they're in time and shadow, which is thematically great. And for me, they
Radiance.
Radiance, yeah, that's what I meant. I couldn't freaking think of the word. I love them because they're so very much like fairies and genie and djinns mixed together, and it's great. The true pillars of existence.
I'm realizing that our chat is talking down here.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
going to move them slightly to the... No? Dang it, all of our thematic elements keep moving where they are.
Yeah. Grave Robbers action figures, Jurassic Park, the steampunk con community. Yeah. Hi, Captain Slinky.
Hey, Slinky. So, like that's time. Fire is kind of interesting in that Fire kept a lot of the elements you expected from Magic.
Yeah.
It brought in Oni, which I think was a smart move.
Yeah.
That differentiates it. Kept Minotaurs, but Minotaurs are also Injustice.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yes.
Instead of making Minotaurs the Greek pinnacle of Minotaurs, they went with a more civilized version of WoWs.
Yeah.
Which I think was smart. And they have the Grenadin instead of the Goblins. So they still have the tiny dudes who cause mischief.
Well,
but they're robots.
No. The tiny dudes who cause like real mischief are the Yetis.
Right, but I was saying in red.
Yeah.
Because goblins are in red in Magic.
Yeah. Well, the Yetis are in red-blue, which is interesting.
Yes. They started in blue and they migrated to red.
Yeah.
And I think what we're seeing...
Yes, we did say minnows.
There are Minotaurs.
Yes. The best part is they're gunslinging Minotaurs.
Some. The green ones typically use swords.
Yeah. I do love the gunslinging ones, though, because there's this mechanic in Eternal that I absolutely love, because it really makes you think about when you're going to attack the other player. And that's quick strike, or quick shot.
You don't get damaged by blocking creatures?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a simplified version of First Strike.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Yeah. And for me, it makes a lot more who gave Minotaurs guns.
People who had guns and no money, and Minotaurs who had money and no guns. And they realized that there was a way they could settle their differences. It's called a gun show.
Like, there's this whole, like, Western aesthetic that is in Eternal that I really dig, because you don't see it a lot in fantasy games.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the way that they do it is just so well done that I can't even complain about it. Because anytime I'm playing Pathfinder or D&D and there's a random gunslinger, I get mad because the pictures you see in the books are always muskets. And I'm like, those things take forever to reload.
Yeah, you're right. And they're like, oh, well, we're trying to go more realistically with our fantasy. Why?
Why?
You have dragons. There's dragon. Now, Pathfinder fixed that, in my opinion, with the technology guide.
Yeah, they did.
And so when they started embracing the weird, and like there's just a freaking crash spaceship under the anti-magic community.
Pathfinder's great.
Which, to be fair, original D&D had that, and then they just ignored it because so many people hated it.
Yeah.
It is one of my favorite adventures. Expedition to the Barrier Peaks.
Doom guy covered in glitter paint.
We can make that happen. Watch us.
Yeah, so I just really like that there's this whole, like, section of Eternal and in the lore that is just, like, here's a bunch of Western gunslingers being Western gunslingers with magic and going up against dragons, and I'm like, this is what I'm living for. It's great. It's minotaurs with guns. It's cowboys going up against fucking huge dragons who are like I want to say gang leaders. Like, the dragon's a gang leader, which I love that. That's just so cool for me, because I'm like, why not? Why wouldn't a dragon be a gang leader if he could?
Why not lead a gang? Lead a gang today, kids.
Sparkly Doom guy. Gandalf now with more yeehaw. So I like that part, and I like that it doesn't seem to take itself quite as seriously as Magic tends to.
Yeah, like, I think that's part of the thing that drew me to Force of Will when I discovered that.
Yeah.
And Eternal as well, is that they both don't... Magic doesn't always take itself seriously. I think that's why I love the silver borders.
Yeah, I do like those. Those are fun.
And the Christmas cards are coming out, and I love the Christmas cards.
Yeah.
Because they are also silver borders.
I remembered his Uzi. If you don't go full yeehaw in a D&D campaign, are you really playing D&D?
I'm not going to try to pronounce that thing. But anyway. So you have...
Go Bard yeehaw.
You have games that take themselves less seriously, and Magic doesn't always take itself seriously.
Yeah.
And I think if they just let Mark Rosewater go wild, it wouldn't, and that would solve a lot of our problems, except for one issue, which is he hates guns.
Yeah.
In fantasy. He thinks they don't belong, but he still wants to do a Western world. And so people have been going like, how do you do a Western world with no guns? And my first question is, this is Mark fucking Rosewater, and you're not gonna doubt him. But my second, but his answer, which is much less vulgar, is
Wands?
Yeah, that they're going to be lone gunman wizards.
Yeah, which I like that idea too.
I'm sorry, I tried to pull up some Eternal cards to fill in here, and it's not working.
I still like the idea of guns being in a Western Magic type world, but also I love the idea of wands being in a holster. Ever since you gave me the idea when we were
There we go.
There's the logo. When you gave me the idea after I came back from Universal with my wand from Harry Potter, and you were like, you should get like a holster, because I couldn't find a place to put it, and I was like, I can't put it in the back pocket of my jeans because I don't want to sit on it.
It's so fun to have it that way.
And then I came across somebody who had actually created a wand holster, and it was so cool. I took a picture of it, and I was like, I need more of these in fantasy. I need people treating their wands like they're revolvers.
Along those lines, by the way.
Yeah.
There's a custom set that I want us to cube up as well. Mm-hmm. And I'm just going to throw a couple of their cards up here. This is High Noon.
Afterlock pistol.
Ether.
Very
just look
creature.
at this. But the best part is that it has masterpieces.
Those are cool.
You can't tell me that you don't love this.
American Harry Potter. Mickey Mouse taught me wand handling. So I think
Mickey Mouse.
So I think those parts about Eternal are great. I think the part where I'm kind of struggling with Eternal is with deck building, because I'm a little overwhelmed, just because everything's digital and it's very streamlined, which I like, but I'm getting at least 15 cards a day.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a little overwhelmed. Like, it does get rid of the extras for you, which is nice, because it's just like, okay, if you're playing this deck, then the cards are in the deck. You know, you don't have to have them in both
And you can
decks.
click your little Soulstone button to dust the rest of them.
Yeah, which I appreciate and is nice. It just helps, and you don't have to like pick out how many lands are going to be in the deck or how many dual lands, because it'll just throw in the dual lands for you.
Not in my experience. I think I always have had to put in the dual lands.
I haven't.
I have so many variants of them that it's never sure which one to give me. So I have to do that by hand.
I haven't had that problem.
But it's fine.
Yeah. I don't know, but so that part is nice, but the problem I'm having is with the there's this like tally of how much like power is in your deck, which can be useful if you can figure out how the hell to get it to work, and I haven't figured it out yet. I've built a couple of decks. One was slightly more successful than the other, but it's just not turning out the way that I would like it to. Mm-hmm. Click your soulstone is going to be a euphemism for something. I can
phrasing.
Feel it.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a concern.
Yeah.
Is it can get overwhelming to build your decks.
Yeah.
And I run into that, and so typically when I build my decks, what I'll end up doing is I mostly build around keywords right now.
Yeah. I tried doing that too, and I still had problems.
Well, so what I will do is I will build around the keyword, get it to the 75 it needs to be.
Yeah.
And then I will take it through a gauntlet. And if I die before round 5, I will go, what killed me?
Yeah. I can't do that anymore because I've gotten to the master level of Gauntlet and there's no higher level, so I'm just like, even the pre-made deck that I have that works the best, that I have been ranking with, doesn't do that great unless I'm really focused.
And there's a point where you have to go, well, how do I upgrade this?
Yeah.
How do I make this into a better deck?
Yeah.
Which, with the esports stuff going on between both Eternal and Magic Arena,
yeah,
like that becomes a concern for a lot of people. Actually, speaking of which, I'm going to yell at Wizards of the Coast right now. You're going to get another episode of a white bearded man rants at a corporation. Something that has never been seen on the internet before, by the way.
Isn't that what happens with any... Yeah, true.
When you get euphemisms for innocent things.
Yeah.
So, what my... Tumblr bot, make a better deck, click here, click. So, WotC. Get to work on the Mac version of Arena.
Yeah, I want that. I want to play Arena.
Not everyone can do wine. Not everyone can do the other thing that's not wine. I forgot its name.
Whiskey?
All right. No, it's a program for running Windows on Macintosh. Wine is not an emulator.
Oh, okay.
It's in its own abbreviation, and it's terrible because it's just recursive. But WotC, get to work on it, because I'm going to tell you right now. Red here would play the shit out of Arena. Red would have every one of the 15 starter decks in a week. They would break the timer. I don't know how, but it would happen.
I've been doing it with Eternal, so it just makes sense. I have 4 of the pre-made. I have 4 left of the pre-made decks to go, and then I will have all of the pre-made decks that they've had so far. In
At least all the freebies, because there's some you have to buy.
Well, I've been buying them with the coin.
Oh.
I just earn coin, and then I buy the pre-made decks.
So Magic has...
I learned how to grind in a way that doesn't make me want to scratch my eyes out.
So, like, Magic doesn't really have a Mac version for free anymore.
No.
Duels was never on Mac.
Yeah.
And Arena is coming to Mac, but it's taking its sweet time.
Yeah, which
and
is
they
annoying.
dropped Arena from a Mac priority to a Mac eventually. So on PC, you can play both Duels and Arena. If you want to do Zendikar through Amonkhet, you do Duels. If you want to do Ixalan through Guilds of Ravnica, you do Arena. If you want to do Hour of Devastation, you're screwed because they took that out of Arena, but hopefully it'll be back. That one is completely free for PC, and if you grind well enough, you can get some free drafts and get more cards, which is always fun.
Yeah.
And when they have free singleton events, do them, because every time you lose, you will get 2 new cards.
Yeah.
So Flute Moon, go ahead and get Magic Arena. It's in beta. It's totally worth it. And right now there are $5 million worth of prize money for the next year, for 2019.
Yeah.
Available to those who play Arena.
Yeah.
So...
Eternal you can get through Steam.
Yes.
Which is where I got it. I ran into some issues, but that was mostly my fault. And Eternal is really good. I think the grand prize is like $1 million.
Yeah.
For the tournament. I haven't gotten that far, but I'm still like practicing and learning the game. There's a couple of things I want to do before I really start playing more ranked matches. But I'm having so much fun with it just because the voices aren't annoying like they are with Hearthstone. Because the few times I've watched you play Hearthstone, I get annoyed with the noises.
Yeah, and you can turn the noises off. I just like having them. Yeah.
But with Eternal, I actually don't mind the voices. Because they're so varied, and it's like only when it's like, I don't know, it's not as annoying.
As you get more heroes, Hearthstone thing is, I play Paladins almost exclusively. Yeah. If you jump different decks, you'll hear a lot of different voices. Paladins, you're going to hear the same two constantly, and I've just learned to tune them out. Take Candle. I love kobolds. They're great. So yes, Flute Moon. Eternal is the one with gun minotaurs. Magic is the one with dinosaurs fighting pirates, fighting merfolk, fighting vampires.
And the vampires are conquistadors.
And there's also mushroom people.
I love sapperlings! They're my little mushroom sons!
And Hearthstone, which is another free one, is the one with, really, really Scottish dwarves. And right now, Jamaican troll wrestling.
Fucking goddamn it.
There's part of you that's like, wait, no, that sounds kind of fun.
It's just more WoW stuff. And
it is. And if you're burnt out on WoW, you're never going to like it.
Yeah. I got burnt out on WoW like 5 years ago, and I've just never been able to go back.
Yeah, no one expected the Vampiric Inquisition. Yeah. Sinquisition. Ooh. It's spicy. Actually, no, the best part in the story with the vampires is they discover their prophet who had gone to this land the first time. Yeah. And when she never returned, they figured that was a sign to go get her. Yeah. And conquer everything. They wake her up, and she just starts slapping them, going, "Who told you to conquer shit?" But my queen, we were told by you to go out and conquer shit. Peace and love, motherfuckers! What part of this don't you get?
The vampire queen is a hippie?
Sorry, I'm saying queen, she's a prophet.
Right.
Lady, damn it, I have her, she's in my vampire deck.
Oh, she sounds great.
Lady Elena.
Yeah.
And Lady Elena is she's white-black because she has to be black to be a vampire. Yeah. As strong as she is. But she is 99% white with just a spiteful streak. Alonda, thank you, Slinky. Yeah. And Alonda I love her. Yeah. Partially because every time a creature dies, she gets a +1/+1 counter. So she works really well in aristocrat decks. Yeah. Especially if you partner her with Slimefoot. But then when she dies, every one of those counters becomes a 1/1 white vampire with lifelink.
That's fun. I think. Okay, so going back to Eternal.
Back to Eternal.
I think the one mechanic that I really want to be able to do that I haven't been seen done well yet, except for in the preview that they give you, is Strangers, because it's almost like Slivers, where they all power up one another.
There is more to Strangers, and there's that preview. If we were able to get not Jack's story mode, but the one after it. Yeah. I want to say that's where you get more Strangers.
I want them because the preview I got was I could turn that into a very successful deck very easily. Yeah. And I really love the small things that seem insignificant and then get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I already have a deck in Eternal that does that, and I have a deck in Magic that does that. It's my commander deck. Which is just full of mushrooms.
It's only called Spite in your biography if you lose.
If you win, it's tenacity. Yeah. No, but so I love that mechanic because when you first step out on a field, it's just kind of they don't really see it coming. And was it the last deck I played with on Eternal? Because I've been messing around because every day you get a different daily quest on Eternal. And it's like, play so many of these cards. And a lot of them are like, if, you know, they encourage you to play the mixed decks, right? And what are you doing? Okay, so one of the mixed decks that I had to play either today or yesterday, it's hard for me to remember because I was trying to fix my sleeping schedule. So for me, I feel like it's Wednesday, even though I know it's Tuesday. And so I was playing, I think it was Time and Primal. And it was basically like, here's a bunch of dinosaurs, go fuck shit up. And I was like, yay! But a lot of the dinosaurs actually start off small and then power each other up. So I got this guy that was basically like shooting me and not killing my creatures, and I was like, oh, you have made a mistake.
So yeah, that's...
He got me down to like 3, and then I just went full hog and took him down to like 10, and he conceded.
Ouch. Okay, so there is one thing I think needs to be stated about Eternal.
Yeah.
Eternal cannot exist in physical.
No, it can't.
The way its mechanics work do not work. No, that is not the summary of Jurassic World. The summary of Jurassic World is, here's a bunch of dinosaurs, don't fuck shit up, oh no. They did it.
It's almost like we've seen this 3 times before.
Like, there's part of me that wants to say...
Dr. Hammond's motto, though.
Like, okay, when it comes to Jurassic Park,
yeah.
small side note here. When it comes to Jurassic Park, I can't help but feel that that's just human nature, though.
Yeah.
Oh no, we lost a colony of British people in America. Let's send another one. Oh no, we lost another one. Third time's charm. Oh no.
Oh no.
And then it took us like, what, 7 tries? And then that was only by grave robbing. It's like, hooray, America's conquered. I mean explored. And...
It was just because, you know, eventually they just all died from disease.
Yeah. And then you get to Jurassic World and you have... Yeah, human exploration is throwing shit at the wall and see what's sticking. No, it's see who's sticking. Who gets to stay. Meanwhile, Jurassic World is... I bet this time having carnivores won't be a bad idea. It's like, dude, if you're gonna bring back that, if you're gonna bring back meat eaters, just bring back Compsognathus.
Yeah.
And sell them to wealthy Hollywood socialites. That's it.
Yeah, they're just itty bitty things.
Jurassic Park solved.
Yeah. Or, you know, actually make them like they're supposed to be made with feathers and shit. Because then they'll just be like giant birds, which, I mean...
Well, I've told you that I don't believe there are any dinosaurs in Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah, no, those are not dinosaurs.
Because in...
The Kate Johnson method of exploration.
In Jurassic Park 1, there is a throwaway line about how Hammond made his first million, which is he had a flea circus with no fleas.
Yeah.
And he's about to show them a park full of dinosaurs. And that are filled in with frog DNA. I'm going to let you in on a secret. If I'm making mac and cheese, and I tell you that it's filled in with Spam, and I give you one cheesy noodle and a pot of Spam, I am technically correct.
What I love is that they keep calling the Velociraptors when they're not. They're Utah Raptors.
They're clearly either Utah Raptors or Deinonychus.
Yeah.
Or mutant frogs with a little bit of dinosaur DNA. The one cheesy noodle of Utah Raptor DNA that survived.
Right? That's why I got so mad. I am personally of the belief that we need to retire, what's his name, who does all the National National Geographic, like the BBC style, life, documentaries. Like,
okay, I just went through like 4 different...
Sorry.
Guys, David Attenborough?
Yes!
Okay.
Okay, I think we need to retire him because I was watching, I think it was like Planet Earth 2 or something.
Okay.
And he started saying that reptiles were the descendants of dinosaurs, and I was like, no! Birds! birds or the descendant of dinosaurs?
I think it would depend on the reptile. Cause
it was not an alligator, so...
No, alligators are clearly their own phylum. But also,
it was a basilisk
birds
lizard.
come from the meat eaters.
Yeah.
So for all we know, Triceratops' descendant is out there, and it's just the derpiest chameleon.
Retire his scriptwriter.
Yeah, that's it. Attenborough just reads. He's like Ron Burgundy. Put it on the teleprompter, he'll read it.
He's in, like, every nature documentary I've watched in the past 2 months, and I'm getting tired of it.
Now, okay, I will throw this out there, though.
Yeah?
How amazing would it be to have David Attenborough, like, narrate somebody going through their magic collection?
That'd be cool.
And here we see a siege rhino. The siege rhino is a unique creature, being a 6/6 with trample, costing 1, and a white and a black and a green. Truly marvelous. There's nothing like David Attenborough. David Attenborough narrates over a brony convention. I have a Kickstarter idea. Let's make it happen. No, actually, speaking of a brony convention...
Yeah?
Another set I wouldn't mind trying to get draftable.
Mm-hmm.
This one's going to require actually cubing, which will make it annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But...
I get a cut of the profits.
What profits? It's a Kickstarter campaign. Let me see here. So, one thing, as those of you who have watched before know, and those who have not watched before...
Don't know.
I love custom magic. Custom magic being...
He does.
Magic sets that do not belong at all in Magic canon.
Yeah.
But are completely playable. Not like the bullshit of you win the game cards that you get out of Magic Forge. It's not called Magic Forge. Magic Card Creator.
Mm.
But the more fun ones, like this.
Look me in the eye and tell me the Brony Convention documentary wouldn't have every Ivy League psychologist frothing at the wallet.
I mean, possibly.
Appaloosa stampeding grounds. Is this just My Little Pony?
You tell me.
It is My Little Pony.
This is the set Equestria.
Oh, good lord.
Here's their custom card back.
Oh.
Shards of Equestria.
Good god damn it.
Hello?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, no. Well, yes, technically. And
Celestia did not die for our sins.
Satan.
Thank you very much. Read that as Shards of Equestria.
Oh, no.
I need new glasses.
We also
Why does they say Dragon Spirit? He's a Draconopus.
Because Draconequus is not a magic card type.
Mm.
And they were trying to avoid making new card types.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to drag this over here and it's going to prove me wrong. No, see, Water Monster isn't actually a thing.
Mm.
So, like, that shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
But, like, Angel Bunny, it's just, should be Rabbit.
Yeah.
There's some problems here.
While making that card, they begin howling at the moon.
Or another one I would love to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I love the frame he made for this one. Look at that.
That's neat. That's not in, this is, wait, what is this?
This is a horror set.
I was
that
gonna
is
say,
meant
I'm
to
like,
be-
this is not My Little Pony. This took it a dramatic turn.
This is meant to be a more body horror set.
Yeah. Looks like Red when she's upset. Hey. No.
Yeah. or
Fluff banana. Fluff banana.
Or one more before we go back to
Yeah.
entire Viking theme set
Ooh, I do like Vikings.
that uses these snowlands.
Ooh.
There's snowlands like snowlands.
You're just appealing to the Swedish side of my family.
Yeah.
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 Oh god, that reminds me. Christmas is coming up, which means lingonberry sauce.
Ooh.
Lingonberry sauce.
Snow. Thank you, Affy. Affy is Fluff Banna now.
No way you can be serious. Yeah, we're making lingonberry sauce and glug again this year. And our traditional Christmas Eve clam chowder.
Yes, so side effect of that is there might be a 2 scoops next week. So this might be the last one before 2019. If not, it's the second to last. There will be other streams. But week of Christmas...
It's going to be a little crazy.
Until, like, Friday.
Yeah.
There will be none of us.
It's going to be a little crazy because they're going to be someplace and I'm going to be someplace else and...
Which we have to discuss that a little later.
Lingonberry-induced coma.
Like, I think we might need to do the you take a car method.
Okay.
Anyway. But, we got that going for us. And, you know what? So, final thoughts.
Yes.
On Eternal.
Okay.
It's good.
Yes, it good.
It's fun.
Yes. The best thing about it is that you can put no money in it and still get fairly far in the game.
Yes, you can do very well with no money.
I put absolutely zero money in, and I've gotten really far.
I mean, it does last forever, to the point of any time I have a bonus stream of me playing Eternal that's not part of Daily Grind, I title it Always and Forever. Let me see, what are the other two? Fireplace Rock and Wizard Coliseum. But no, so I like Eternal. I like the Western aesthetic.
Yeah.
I like the fact that it frames itself as a weird Western.
Yeah.
Which is good.
I like that there's also knights.
Yeah, like, it's still clearly a fantasy game.
Yeah.
And it's what you get when you get a couple of guys who played Magic professionally make their own game.
Yeah. I also like that, like... It's weird because you have, like, explorers, and then you have knights, and then you have gunslingers, and then you have, like, a spy sect, and minotaurs, and then you just have, like, oh yeah, those are yetis. Why are they knee-high? Because.
Hey, it says big foot, not big rest of them.
And then you have Jotuns.
I mean, there's fun critters.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
I want to say one of my decks has, like, a wizard... A combo I stumbled upon in, is it called Forge? When you, like, have to build a deck out of random cards?
No.
That's not Draft.
No, I'm forgetting what the frick they're calling it on Eternal.
But you know the thing I'm talking about.
Yeah, I've done it once.
Yeah, I made a fire primal deck.
Yeah.
That my main winning combo was make 3 sheep tokens, play this guy, turn them into dinosaurs with Overrun.
Yeah.
Which is their version of Trample. And just stomp over everybody.
I can't remember what deck I made when I did it, because I deleted it almost as soon as after, because I just wanted the cards.
Yeah, that happens too. It's worth it. Go ahead and play it.
Yeah.
We're going to be playing a lot more of it on stream here. Not right this moment.
No.
Because it late.
It late.
I guess it's only 8. But we will be doing a lot of that on stream in the future.
Yes. I might be doing it tomorrow.
Yeah.
If I'm not doing art tomorrow.
And I'm going to try to do... I'm really bad at doing daily grinds daily.
Yeah.
We're going to try more for that in the future, and it's going to rotate who's doing it.
Okay.
But the grind will be me playing Eternal as one of our 4 games in it. Apparently Appy wants their first Sona dressed as Marie Antoinette.
Okay.
It said, draw me like one of your French girls. That's just what I would assume they meant.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes sense. Because nobody's watching a 4-hour movie, James Cameron. Anyway. Before we go, there is... we'll do that in a bit. So, just a few reminders.
Well, then I never said I'd do the art.
Yeah.
Like, I need to pay for Christmas presents, too.
I never said I wouldn't compensate.
Oh, wouldn't compensate.
You're misreading it.
I was misreading. I'm sorry.
So, just a reminder, if you like what we do here, watching us is very important.
Yes.
Watching our streams, watching us on YouTube, expect more pre-canned content in the near future. But also, please, help our sponsors. For example, Meld.
Find a buddy. Become one with your buddy.
Deeply.
Deeply.
Rocky Road, no regrets. And most importantly, viewers like you through patreon.com/alchplaysgames and the subsystem here on Twitch. Yeah. Now then, so thank you for joining us for 2 Scoops, and we will see you all later.
Bye, guys. Thanks for joining us.